Accounting, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Entity. Its 5-year mission to solve the complexities of accounting issues, to boldly go where no standard setter has gone before. Stardate 141R. We charted a course to the Consolidation Galaxy to investigate the continuing disappearance of planets within that system.
Captain, I see you're making an entry in the captain's log.
No, actually I'm updating the blog on my Facebook page. Captain, I'm picking up a distress call from the planet Subsidia. Put it on the screen, O'Hara.
Help us! The planet Aquiron has seized control of our planet. They are attempting to make us part of their planet, and they haven't even given us any consideration.
Spork, what do you make of that?
Well, Captain, it's not logical. It appears to be half spoon, half fork.
No, Spork, the message.
Well, Captain, if my logic is correct, it would appear that the planet Aquiron is trying to effect a business combination.
Mr. Sushi, is that possible?
Well, Captain, technically a business combination is any transaction or other event in which an acquirer obtains control of one or more businesses.
Good morning, Captain Pike.
I'm afraid he's correct, Captain. Under the Federation of Accounting Standards Board's new rules, the combination does not even require the transfer of any consideration. Captain, it all centers around control.
Captain! Yes, Mr. Checklist? What about the variable interest entities? What was that, Mr. Checklist? The variable interest entities. What?
Captain, I believe he's talking about the VIEs.
That is what I said. Variable interest entities. In those situations, there is some form of contractual arrangement where there is a primary beneficiary. Spork, what do you think?
He has a point, Captain. It would appear that in those circumstances, the primary beneficiary would be required to consolidate the the VIE. We really need to get to the planet Subsidia to check this out.
Mr. Sushi, take us to Warp Factor 5.
Going to warp speed, Captain.
We've arrived at the planet Subsidia. Local time is 6:35. Temperature is minus 20 degrees Kelvin. We hope you've enjoyed your flight, and will join us again soon on Entity Airways. There it is! The planet Subsidia! Welcome to the party, Doctor.
Jim, that looks like the planet Subsidia.
It is. Wait, what's that?
It's a pronoun that refers to something, but that's not important now, Jim.
It appears to be the planet Aquiron. Buns, what do you make of that?
Darn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a CPA.
Captain, I have an incoming message from the planet Aquiron. Put it on the screen, O'Hara. Right away, Captain. Blasted Vista.
I am Consolidus, Supreme Leader of the Aquirons. You are in violation of our border.
We're concerned about your recent acquisition.
So are we. We are trying to determine the fair value of the assets acquired.
Have you considered the contingencies?
What?
Well, the contingent asset or liability will be recognized at the measurement date if the fair value can be determined at that time. If not, it will be recognized if it is probable that it exists and the amount can be reasonably estimated.
Perhaps you may be of some assistance to us. Please come down to discuss this further.
Beam us down, Kelty.
Ready for transport, Captain.
My logic would indicate that this is not right.
Kelty, try again.
Sorry, Captain. Prepare to beam out.
Kelty, wrong again.
Before I beam you out, would you pick me up a big McHaggis sandwich?
Captain, it would appear that the transporter is having issues. Darn it, I told you we shouldn't have gone with the lowest bidder, you pointy-eared demon.
Welcome to Aquiron. We are in the process of assigning fair values to the assets we received from Subsidia.
But Subsidia is a peaceful planet. Why would you want to conquer them?
Hey, nobody said anything about a hostile takeover. We just wanted rights to their research on pig odor control.
It appears that they will need to recognize an asset for the research and development efforts of Subsidia. Jim, the emotionless elf has no idea what he's talking about. Everyone knows that you must expense R&D. I beg to differ, Doctor. Captain, FASB 141R requires all identifiable intangibles to be recognized separate from goodwill, and that would include research and development.
That is good news. We have acquired this planet at a great cost to our people.
Oh, so you have goodwill.
Actually, we have Salvation Army. But that's not important now. We have to account for the cost in excess of the assets we received.
It would appear that you do have goodwill.
I tire of your talk. Guards, take them to the holding cells.
Kelty, quick! Beam us up!
Captain, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me now? Kelty, help us out!
Captain, I can't hold her much longer.
Captain, I believe we need to get back to the bridge.
I think we're on the wrong bridge.
Darn it, Jim! Captain, the planet Aquiron appears to be growing.
Captain, I am receiving a message from the planet's surface. They say that they have gotten more than they paid for.
That is not logical, Captain.
That, Mr. Spork, is what we call a bargain purchase.
I believe that some primitive societies referred to it as negative goodwill.
Captain, look! Aquiron is releasing Subsidia into its orbit. They must be pleased that they will be allowed to show a gain for the excess. Take us home, Mr. Sushi. Captain, what's happening? Oh, not again.
Darn it, Jim, I'm sick of those Klingons.